Hey everybody, so I've got another video for you. I'm going to be showing you the Fistful of Metal magazine. This was sent to me by my good friend Bruce Turnbull, and I said I'd do a video on it so I can help, say, promote the thing. I love the sticker, the $5.99 Woolworths, if you can see that, near enough where my finger is, which is cool. But yeah, it's just a bit like the Metal Hammer magazine, but this one's better because I've actually got some of the underground stuff, and you actually get some power symphonic in there, because most magazines, they stay clear of the power symphonic. Closest is probably like with the Metal Hammer and the Kerrang magazine is just the mainstream stuff, so you'll get Sabaton in there because they're in at the moment, and then you'll get Powerwolf, maybe a bit of Epic and Nightwish, but that's about it. But this features stuff like Twilight Force, and it does stuff like that, which is absolutely awesome. But yeah, there's Blackie Lawless on the front, and Thin Lizzy. So I showed this magazine, The Birth of Shock Metal. I've never actually seen Wasp live, but I do enjoy what I've heard of them. I just need to fully crack open their entire back catalogue. But you get stuff like Saxon, Obituary, In Flames, Catatonia. So I'll be getting into that and showing you. But Bruce's, I believe, is the, does it actually say in here? Bruce Turnbull is the assistant editor, which is cool. So, that's called Motley Crue and Def Leppard World Tour. I've actually seen Def Leppard live. They're absolutely incredible. Never seen Motley Crue. Suicide Silence. I know nothing about them, just a name. And then you get a bit about some of the bands that are actually releasing some stuff, which is cool. We move on to the next page. Fistful of Metal. I know you can get it in newsagents, so probably like Tesco's or something like that, I believe. In Flames, the new In Flames album. I've actually had the new In Flames album turn up, and I've actually done a video on it and listened to it. It is a pretty good album. A few people said they're back to form with this album, but their last few albums I quite enjoyed. Actually quite enjoyed them. So, there's a bit about Saxon and some various other bands. Then we have just some stuff that's available now that you can buy. So I don't really know some of these bands, but the good thing about this magazines like this is sometimes I'll get a band and the name piques me interest. I thought, that's interesting, so I'll go and check them out, and it's one way of checking more bands out. My music taste is all over the shop anyway, so I've actually just listened to more Inspirations, which is Saxon. I've got Inspirations as well, but I thought about getting it on vinyl, but I thought it's just full of covers. I don't know how many times I play this, so I thought I'd just get it on CD for now, and when it comes up really cheap, I'll get a copy on vinyl. But I've seen Saxon in Bloodstock Open Air, the last one they were doing, like the anniversary, and absolutely fantastic live. Still going strong, absolutely incredible band. Stradivarius Survive and The Last in Line. I believe The Last in Line was just a Dio covers, and then they wrote their own material and have been doing that since. But Stradivarius Survive is an absolutely incredible album. I've not been able to put it down, and my favourite track off that album is Voice of Thunder, which is absolutely cool. I'd love to see them live. They're a band I've never seen live, so hopefully they come to the UK. Even if it's a one-off in London, I'll be there like a shot, and I'll be going. So you get a bit about Camelot, which is their new album's absolutely fantastic. I don't know much about Tigers of Pantang. I've heard the name. That's about it. Celtic Frost. I've got 2 of their albums to unbox and listen to, because I was on a market stall and there was something like £2 an album, and 2 of their albums. I now think it's To Megatherion, and then some other album, and I was like, I'll grab them and I'll do a video on and check them out, because I may like them. Somebody said you'd love them if you like Emperor, Mayhem, Satyricon and all that sort of stuff. Then we have some stuff that's actually, that's cool, that's coming out. So new releases, and then Iron Maiden, Isan, Judas Priest, bit about Anthrax. I do highly recommend getting this magazine. I have read through it, which is awesome. But the stuff there, I wouldn't mind getting that UFO album and giving it a listen. Then there's Born to Lose. It's an Ace of Spades tribute to Motorhead. That's cool. Then we have Bad Magic, Seriously Bad Magic. I've actually, 2 out of them 3 I've got. I just need to get the Uriah Heep so I can give it a go and listen to it. But the Motorhead I've got, and I've just got to do a video on that. And obviously I've just done a video on the Saxon Inspirations. The songs that soundtrack this issue. So this, what cool stuff is on here. Wasp, Ghost School, Thin Lizzy, In Flames, Manila Road, Air Raid, Cryptic Shift, Primordial, Tailgun and Motorhead, Twilight Force. Oh, one of my favourite bands. They're absolutely incredible. And that new album is incredible. I do highly recommend giving them a listen if you haven't, and if you like your Dungeons and Dragons, fantasy and that sort of stuff, then it's definitely a album for you. Then we have, I've actually seen Memoriam about 3 times and they're not too bad. I just need to get more into them. I know they're, I believe, which a few people have said, they're from Birmingham, a Brummie band, which is awesome. Which is this one now, so it goes on about Igor Sidorenko. Don't know much about that band, but I will be dipping into them and checking them out. Then we have ooh, that's cool, some more reviews. Some of the bands I don't know of, so I will be giving them a go just to see what I actually think of them. The Rhubarb, what a name for a band. Halifron, don't know nothing about them 2 bands, so I will be, as I said, I'll be checking them 2 out, because I do the 3 song trick, as I was telling quite a few people, where I'll select 3 random songs of that band, and I'll go on Spotify and look for their most favourite or played, and then I'll pick the top 3 or something like that, and I'll give 3 a listen. If all 3 songs I absolutely love, then I'm definitely going to get their stuff and check more out. If 2 songs I love and the 3rd one, it's okay, I probably will check their stuff out. But if I didn't like all 3 of them and it's some of their biggest hits, then there's no point in me checking the band out, because I probably won't like them. I've heard the name Tailgunner, so I've got to check them out, and never heard of Accelerate. But that artwork's definitely piqued my interest. That's another one to my list. So after this, I'll be making a note of these bands and I'll be giving them a listen. Phantoms of Death. Another review. In Flames. I forgot that the singer had actually cut his dreads. I remembered, and I've seen him without his dreads, and you know, I'm just like, you need to put your dreads back because they were cool. So yeah, the new In Flames album I do highly recommend, because I really enjoyed it. Oh, Catatonia. I've actually need to fully dip into this band. About 4 years ago, I was on CEX, because some CDs on there, like £1 a CD, and I bought a dozen of CDs, and a Catatonia came up, and I thought I'll add that to my collection, and I'll give them more of a listen, because I've heard, like, say, somebody's played one song ages ago, 1 or 2 songs, and I thought, sounds good, I'll have to dip into them. And I bought a Catatonia CD, and it actually said the name of the album on the thing, and I bought it, and it came through, wrong CD. It was actually Catatonia. I think they're spelt with a C, and it's a UK band. I think they're like pop, indie pop or something like that, and not my cup of tea at all. I thought I'd give it a listen, because it was like £1. It was, don't know if you can say anything, like swear on YouTube, but it was shit. So I thought I gave it away straight away, and I thought I need to dip more into Catatonia. I know much stuff about, I know a few things about 69 Eyes, but the new Lordy, so I've actually got that one on pre-order, so I can't wait for that to turn up so I can actually do a video and give that one a listen, because the last couple of studio albums have been awesome. Obituary, I've actually done a few YouTube videos on them, and I've actually seen them at Bloodstock, and they were awesome. So the last outing was pretty cool, but I know I've had a few mixed reactions off friends, so a bit more about Obituary. Avatar, that is actually a band I've not dipped into, that everybody said you need to check out, and when I seen the stage and their costume and all that sort of stuff, I don't know, I just thought emo for some reason, and somebody said no, you really need to check them out. So they are a band I need to listen to and actually see what I think of them. And what more can you say about Enslaved? Their last outing is incredible. I'm not sure if I've seen these live. I don't think I have. I'm gonna have to check my list, because I've got a list on my laptop with the bands I've seen live, and some bands I don't remember seeing them, but I always, after every festival, I make a note of every band that I've seen live. So that's cool. Wasp, they're a band that I do really want to see. So, because I know they've been going many years, and my good friend Stuart Watson absolutely loves them. Some more stuff about Wasp, so it's probably going to be quite a few pages about Wasp, which is cool. It's good because there's probably stuff in there that I don't know about a band, so I can check out and see what I actually you know, gain a bit more knowledge in the band. So hope this isn't too long, Bruce. Then we have some more shock metal, so it's all the shock stuff. So I've heard a bit of Lizzie Borden, and doesn't sound too bad. And then what do they have on here? Alice Cooper, Thor, God What an Awful Racket, Madam X, Wasp, Venom, Witch, Merciful Fate, Twisted Sister, Motley Crue, Wrathchild, Target, Shotgun Messiah, Bitch. I know quite a few of them. There's some I don't, so it's going to be a good thing to check some more bands out. Then we have Air Raid. I know nothing about that band at all, so that's another one to my list. Memoriam, as I said, I do like what I've heard, so I just need to get some of their stuff. I know they've just recently released a new album, so that'll be another one to get and listen to. Corrosion of Conformity. I only know the name about this, but over the past people have said something like hardcore or something, metal. Really not sure, so I've got to dip into them. Warbringer. I've actually got one studio album of theirs on vinyl, an earlier album which was something like, I think it was like 5 to 10 quid in HMV, and just purely on the artwork I thought I've got to get that because it piqued me interested. It was good, so I thought I really need to dip more and fully dip into them. But because there's so many bands releasing albums at the moment, there's so many albums coming out, it's just struggling to keep up. I do have the majority of the back catalogue of Thin Lizzy. It would have been cool to see them live, but I know they carried on and then for a while, and then they dropped the name, and I believe they changed their name to Black Star Riders. So that's Thin Lizzy effectively, as a few people have told me. But Live and Dangerous, that's a good one. So yeah, a bit about Thin Lizzy, which is cool. Some more stuff about Thin Lizzy. Try not to make this video too long, but Thin Lizzy. Then we have Hellripper. I actually know nothing about this band, just a name, so I need to dip into them because I've heard people going on about them, how good they are, so really not sure. Siege of Power. I know nothing about that band, so if you know anything about some of these bands, and let me know in the comments. Then we have Insomnium. I've actually seen these. I believe it was Hard Rock Hell or Hammerfest, and they were pretty good, and I thought I need to sit down and listen to more. Divisive. Never heard of them. That's another one for my list. My list is massive, where I've got a huge list of bands, and as I said, I do the 3-song trick, so just to see what I think of them. Manila Road. I've heard quite a bit of these. I just don't own nothing on CD or vinyl, so I need to start getting their stuff and fully dipping more into them. But as a couple of people have said, they're one of the early US power metal bands, which obviously, because I'm an immensely huge power metal fan, it's right up my street. So Black Star Riders, Avatar, as I said, I need to check them out, and there's some stuff there I know nothing about, so it's always good because some of the names I can pique my interest with the artwork, and I'll be like, ooh, another band to check out. Some more stuff in here. In Flames, ooh, Enslaved. I know quite a few of these, so that's cool. Beyond the Black, the new Beyond the Black album, I thought was perfect. Some people have said they're not really keen on the band purely because of it says that they don't like their own lyrics or something like that, but I love the album. I thought it was awesome. And we have some more stuff. Catatonia, Last in Line, some more releases, which is always good because I like reading the review. Oh, I've lost the page I'm on, so I like reading the review. And some more. Rexoria are absolutely awesome. I haven't listened to the Serenity yet. I believe that's a an acoustic live or something like that, so I need to check that out. I've listened to Obituary, Razor I've listened to. I just need to maybe check some of the other bands out when I get a moment. I've read the review of Twilight Force, which I actually thought, because it's Oran Aburn, I think I thought it was actually, the review was going to be by Bruce, because I know he's mad on his power metal like me, but Uriah Heep are awesome. Viz Mystica are awesome. I need to, as I said, I need to check out Suicide Silence, so I'll give them a go, because as I said, my music taste is everywhere. Motorhead, Go School, awesome. Dearside, Crucifixion, the early years. I've actually got an early one of Dearside where you get 2 albums. I think it's Once Upon a Cross and Serpent of the, I believe it's Serpent of the Light, I think that's how you pronounce it. But I've got the 2 on 1, so, oh, Cannibal Corpse, I need to get that one. Oh, it's a live one. I still need to get that one and add that one to my collection. Motley Crue, the Motley Crue box set, where I believe you get the back catalogue of certain albums up to a certain date or something like that. Sacred Reich are awesome. I've seen them at Bloodstock. I am going to the next Bloodstock, so I get to see Halloween for like the 4th time. Well, that's cool. You can actually subscribe to Fistful of Metal and a free technical death metal CD. Cool. It's cool that they give you like free CDs when you subscribe to certain stuff, which some magazines do, which is awesome. Live and Dangerous, so Damnation Festival. I've actually not been there, but I know a friend from Telford who's also named Martin, and he's actually been to that and mentioned it was awesome. So there's some of the gigs that are coming up. I've actually gotten 1 album by Icebreaker, so I need to get more of theirs, but I've seen Napalm Death a handful of times and they're absolutely incredible. Their last studio album was pretty awesome, so there's some live that's coming out. And then, oh, that's a cool book. Oh, it's a limited edition vinyl box set. I can guarantee how much that's going to be. It's probably going to be like 200-300 quid, but I wouldn't mind getting that in my collection. Viva La Rock, so that's got, I know Bruce writes for Viva La Rock as well, and has just been to the Viva La Rock Awards, because I've just seen some stuff on his Facebook, which is cool. So yeah, just telling you about Viva La Rock and some magazines that are actually out. And the last page, Viva La Rock Awards 2023. I believe that's the one that Bruce went to. And then the back is just telling you about Stone Dead Festival, which I've never been to, which looks pretty cool. Blue Oyster Cult, I've heard. I do like quite a lot of their stuff. Therapy, I've never really dipped into them. Collateral I've seen, and the rest of them I know nothing of. So yeah, this has been Fistful of Metal. So I do highly recommend getting this magazine and giving it a listen. It's different to the Metal Hammer because I actually do feature a lot of power symphonic. Most magazines don't, so I love it purely for the power symphonic. So I wish there was a magazine out there dedicated purely just to power symphonic, which there probably is in some countries, so I'll have to look out for it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Fistful of Metal review. If you're new to this channel, if you want to like and subscribe, all that sort of good stuff, hit the notification bell and everything, because it's mainly unboxing videos. I do album reviews, magazine reviews, gig reviews, show off my latest haul, show off my collection and everything. I've just actually unboxed about 6 CDs and some vinyl. I've just unboxed a new Powerwolf, so I've listened to the vinyl, so I'm about to go and listen to the CD version. So I'm going to give that magazine more of a read and dip into some of them bands, because I love checking new bands out. So cheers for the magazine, dude. If you ever want me to review any more magazines, happily send them across and I'll do videos on them. So I'll catch you in the next video. So have a good one. See you later.